I do have one more thing to ask of you because I'm not sure of how you feel about Becky Lynch, but Becky had a match with Tiffany Stratton this past weekend. And in my opinion, it was the best match that Tiffany Stratton has ever had at NXT No Mercy. So, and now Tegan Knox is in line for an NXT Women's Championship match. And I just wanted to know the 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 Becky Lynch effect on NXT. Do you feel like her winning that women's championship helped the division in any way?
It does. It's getting eyes on NXT. I mean, they've been getting a lot of eyes this past year. They've been getting a lot of ratings. But when she had that match against Tiffany, or when she appeared, I think it was like 900,000 people tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
She's still a draw, so definitely. And then yeah, No Mercy was a banger, like from top to bottom. Every single match was fire. That was a good closeout match. Tiffany Stratton, I think I've said it on air, but I've said it to people personally. I mean, if you got two eyes, two ears, and develop frontal lobe, as my guy Eve said, you understand that she's the future of, pro wrestling, women's division. Her
Mm-hmm.
and what's the little shorty from U University?
Thea Hale?
Yeah, no,
Hale?
that's the
Yeah.
one. 19, 20 years old, and she had that match against Tiffany, and she and Mr. Beat. Yeah, I said, yeah, that's the future right there. But both of them. But I think her
Mm-hmm.
having a great match with Becky Lynch, a bona fide Hall of Famer, that solidified even more. That's what I got from it. It was a good match overall, but Becky being over there is drawing eyes, but it's more so a young girl was able to hang with her. So, yeah.
So I'm so glad that you brought it up. All right. Mo, you need to say sorry. I'm gonna say it to you before you come back on the show. You need to say sorry because when Becky won this title, it was like she's stealing opportunities from everybody else in the division. This does nothing for the NXT women roster. But like you said, it's bringing eyes to the product. She gave Tiffany, in my opinion, her best match. And not just that, she also main evented that show. Tiffany main evented that show with Becky and put on a star-making performance. And because of that, she can stay in NXT and continue to work towards that belt, and she'll still be credible, or she can move to the main roster. Like literally, the world is hers because of that main event performance that she had. Not just that, but women are being highlighted that were not previously highlighted or were not being pushed. Tegan Knox is a perfect example of that. This is a woman who has been through hell and back, released, 2 injuries, someone who's been overlooked by creatives, someone who's been overlooked by a lot of the fans. Becky, the fact that Becky went up to Tegan and said, no. I want to face you. Like, I want to have a match with you. That does wonders for you to get that rub, to get that sense of credibility by having that type of interaction with someone like Becky Lynch. Like, and once again, I think that Becky, because she's gone down to NXT, and even prior to this, she has been very, very vocal about how WWE has kind of missed a couple steps when it comes to booking the women. But not only is she giving the criticism, she's putting her money where her mouth is, and she's doing the work. She's doing the groundwork. It's like, all right, if y'all not gonna highlight these people, I'm gonna highlight these people. She gave Tiffany a great match, had a great interaction with Roxanne, had another great interaction. I'm probably gonna see her in a match with Kiana James. That's probably gonna be a banger. Then on top of that, now she's gonna be in a feud with Tegan Knox. That's 4 women that now are better after facing Becky than before. And so I think that the Becky effect on NXT is very much real. Also, that No Mercy show, like you said, was a banger from top to bottom. I was a little bit exhausted by the end of it, but like that from top to bottom,
Brother,
No Mercy was
that was no
probably
AED.
NXT's best show.
I'm sorry to cut you off. That wasn't no AEW pay per view. That was only 2 hours. It went off at 8
Literally,
o'clock
yeah.
Pacific Standard Time. You
Nah,
must have
but
been tired,
it
tired.
went up. But I had a long day that day. That's the reason why
I
I was
see.
exhausted. I had a long day that day. What up, dog? But yeah, man, I like that was a really, really good show. Carmelo versus Ilya, like Trick winning the North American title. That is now that North American title is now the NXT Fubu Championship. That is the NXT BET World Title is the North American title. Cause
Well, my fault for being distracted. Big ass B right here. So if y'all see me move,
like I said, weave.
anyhow, and maybe the B stopping me from hating on Trick because I want to hate on him. I like Trick, but I want to be a hater. I ain't gonna say for reasons why, but I'm a hater. You feel me? He cool. That's me hating. Nah, all jokes aside, the kid is great, man. I said he's better than Melo. No disrespect to him. I think Melo's a hell of a worker, but you can't teach 6 feet forward. You feel me? It's the same thing I say about the big man game in NBA. You can't teach 7 feet. You feel me? If I do this to you and I got the ball and you all of 5'8" like Melo, what you gonna do? So I think
Right.
Trick having that US title is just a gateway for him, getting that title off my man's. You feel me? Because they already had their matches before. So uh I can say this about NXT. It's time for Braun to go up. It was been time, but now it's time. Like, bro,
Yeah.
ain't nothing else for you to do. Go take your ass to Raw. Like, it's about that time for him. And then going back with Becky real quick, like he brought her up and her interaction with Roxanne. I think that's who she drops the title to. It's Roxanne. That's another
Mm.
person that's already ready to go. But I mean, when Booker T's your trainer, look at his alumni. The Usos come to mind as his first, alumni Hall of Famers that he's trained. So
Mm.
I think for her, she like 21, 22, she ready to go. But I think definitely Becky drops the title to her.
Mm.
Yeah, man. NXT is my favorite promotion right now. I've been on, record saying that that's my favorite promotion right now. Uh, you said everything. I won't, keep on talking just because there's nothing else to say. I think the future's bright, but they legit got to let Braun go up. Melo, people said it's time for Melo to go up. No, I think next year because
Mm.
him and Trick gonna have a program.
Yeah.
But Braun need for like, bro, I like Baron Corbin. I'm one of the few that like Baron Corbin. But after you have a match with Baron Corbin and the moves was crispy and everything was on par and you did the job to Baron Corbin, bro, it's time to go. Go.
Yeah.
It's been what 2 years now since he's been there.
Yeah.
He ready,
He ready
bro.
to go. He ready.
Yeah.
He ready to go. But yeah, that's about it when it comes to NXT. We want to know how y'all feel about the whole Becky Lynch effect, how y'all felt about No Mercy, that fallout. Leave it in the comments below.